Okay, this video will talk about the rotation reference sheet that will give us all of our rules, show us how to rotate correctly, etc., and help us with our quadrants and our signs. So, if we notice here, rotating clockwise, we imagine a non-digital clock, so this kind of clock, and the direction it moves. For example, the clock moves from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, etc. So it flows this way. Okay, we're going this way. We're going from 12 to 1 to 2 to 3. That is our flow. We need to imagine that kind of clock. Whereas a counterclockwise, we imagine a non-digital clock moving in the opposite direction, which means the clock is moving from 12 to 11 to 10 to 9 to 8. So we're moving in this direction. Okay, so notice I'm going from 12 to 11 to 10 to 9, etc. when I move counterclockwise. Okay, so that is the two directions that we're going to be focusing on. Okay, now in this unit we're going to focus on 90-degree turns, 180 and 270, both clockwise and counterclockwise. But what's going to really help us is that if we know the signs of our quadrants, and notice that the quadrants are named in a C fashion, it makes a C, okay? And so we see that in quadrant 1 we moved right and up like we talked about when we translate, so that's positive, because we went right and up. So this is positive. Whereas in quadrant 2 we moved left and up, so that's our negative, as we're moving left and up. In fact, let's write out the words just to really emphasize. So this was right and up, and this one was left and up. Whereas in quadrant 3, we're moving left and down, which is both of our negative directions. And in quadrant 4, we're moving right and down, which is our positive, negative directions. And so now that we have our signs, every time I switch to a new quadrant, I'm making a 90-degree turn, okay? Because we are rotating about the origin. So these are just the rules to help you. If I have a 90 clockwise and I change the sign of my X and swap, if I have a 180-degree turn, then I just change the signs, clockwise that is. If I have a 270-degree turn, then I swap and change the sign of the Y, and vice versa for clockwise or counterclockwise. So the big rule is that if it is not a 180-degree turn, then I swap the X and Y coordinates. Okay? If it is a 180-degree turn, then I just swap the signs. Okay, so notice that I didn't swap here for 180. No swap. And I didn't swap here for 180. No swap. Okay? All I did was change their signs. Okay? And so that is your rotation reference part of your notes.